Hey guys, it's Tresa here. I wanted to show you, I just this afternoon picked up my order from Azure Standard and I haven't even unpacked the boxes yet. So I'm going to show you first though. I have 2 boxes of stuff that I ordered this month. If you don't know what Azure is, it is actually a farm out in Oregon, and they started, they're all organic, and they were sharing food with family and friends, and people wanted to buy stuff from them, and then they just turned it into this business, and they deliver all over the country. They drop ship, so I have to drive about 30 minutes to a nearby town to pick it up. It's a once a month thing. I place my order and then it comes about a week and a half or 2 weeks later. And what I love is that I can buy stuff in bulk. So like, for example, I got a 5-pound bag of almond flour. I love using almond flour for baking, and at Christmas time I will bake some extra like biscotti that I make with these, and some other almond cookies, and I also like to use it to make muffins for myself and all that. I try to eat as little gluten as possible. That's a story for another day, but the prices are really great, and if you can buy in bulk like this, it's great. So while I was there picking up my order, the driver said, let me show you what I got. Well, here, I'm going to turn the camera so you can see it. See this box? It's pears, and they actually look really great. So it's a 20-pound box of pears. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them. They're not ripe yet, so I have a little bit of time, which is good because it's going to give me a chance to figure it out. I was thinking that maybe I would, I'm not sure about canning them because I'm not really set up to do that yet. If you can see, my kitchen is still under construction and I've got boxes and stuff piled up everywhere. But I certainly could cook them and get them into the freezer. Maybe make some pear sauce like you would do with applesauce. And if I could find my dehydrator, I could dehydrate some, but I don't know exactly where that is either. But anyways, let me show you the rest of what I got. And if you have any ideas for the pears, you can put it in the comments down below. So I got a great big bag of sprouted, these are organic, gluten-free, sprouted rolled oats. And I like these. I don't need a lot of oatmeal, but I like them for baking. So I'll maybe make some oatmeal cookies. I'm kind of planning ahead for the holidays. I got some baking soda. It's a pretty good price on baking soda, and I know I have a couple of other bags here somewhere, but I thought I'd use it for cleaning. I use it in laundry. It helps with odors in laundry if you don't. And then of course for baking and stuff. So, but it does make a great like scrubby paste for cleaning as well. Let's see. Oh, I thought I'd try this. It's an A2 milk powder. So it's organic whole milk powder. I don't always keep a lot of milk on hand, but sometimes if I have a recipe that needs milk, I thought this might be a great way to have some milk on hand if I want to make something that needs milk in the recipe. I don't know that I'd really drink it so much. I guess I could use it for hot cocoa once in a while if I wanted to. So I'm going to try this and I'll let you know how it is. But the A2 cows are the closest thing that you could get to like raw milk. So this is really good. And I got some elderberries. I've been trying to find these. I've got a whole bag of elderberries. I'm going to make some elderberry syrup, which is great for the winter, just to keep us in a really good immune support. So I'll show you that one day. I wanted to try these bittersweet chocolate chips made with coconut sugar. I've had some that the brand Hue makes. These are Azure's own brand, and the price is really good on them, so I want to try those out. And I like that it's coconut sugar. Now, I did get a bunch of chocolate because I'm planning ahead for baking. So I got some organic, extra dark, 80% cacao bars. So these are good, like if you want to chop them up and you're baking something that calls for chocolate, if you don't want to use chocolate chips. I also got some semi-sweet chocolate chips. These are pretty good. I really like them. They're organic and the price is really good on them. If you buy like a 3-pack, I think it's like $15, which considering you can't really buy a bag of organic chips for more than like $6 at the store, so it's a pretty good deal. Gluten-free mac and cheese. I really like this brand. Jovial has really good brown rice pasta, and I really like this. So, maybe I'll make this for dinner. Okay, and then I got some produce too. So look at the size of these. I got butternut squash. You buy it by the pound. I think I got like 5 pounds of each. Butternut squash. So what I'm gonna do for now is I have a room in my new house that we call it the cold room. It has a couple freezers in there, and it's not heated, so it backs up the kitchen, so it's not heated in and of itself, so it stays fairly cool. So I've been putting my onions and my garlic and produce like this. I've got some other squash out there that I got from a farm order that I did the other day, from a local farm. I also got some delicata squash. I love this. I just slice it up and bake it. So some of this I'll probably cook when I have time in the next couple weeks, maybe for Thanksgiving. And I will we'll eat some, obviously, but then I'll also freeze some of it, because like I said, right now I'm not really set up for canning, but I'll freeze it, and then I'll have like pureed butternut squash if I want to make soup or put it in risotto or something like that. I got a bag of russet potatoes. I wanted to try their potatoes. A lot of the ones you get at the store are just yuck. So these look like really nice russet potatoes. So the last bag I got at the grocery store, they didn't even bake. I had them in the oven at like 425 for, I don't know, an hour and a half, and they still never really cooked. I ended up giving them to the chickens. I also got a 5-pound bag of beets. I love beets. I will probably cube those up and roast them and get them. I'll eat some. They're good in salads. They're just good as even for snacking. I love them after they're roasted, cold, with like olive oil and a little bit of vinegar. They're great with like feta cheese or goat cheese crumbled on them as just like a cold like appetizer or side dish or salad. I also got some yams. Gotta have yams for Thanksgiving, right? Make my mother's, or the kids called her Mammy's, candied sweet potatoes. Yams work for that. I also got some avocados, and I wasn't sure how they were going to be, but they are, I mean, everything comes in a big truck, comes in bulk, so these are still pretty hard, so they're not ripe, so I'll just leave them out, let them ripen up, and we'll be good to go. And then I found this, looked really interesting. It's caramelized coconut topping. So it is just organic coconut kernel extract with a little coconut syrup, and I thought it might be a really good topping to try on if I want to try some new baked things for the holidays, or maybe drizzle over like a cheesecake or ice cream or something. I haven't quite figured it out, but I'm gonna, it just sounded really interesting, and it was on sale, so I thought I'd try it. And last but not least, I got some borlotti beans. I actually found out that these are actually the beans that you're supposed to use for pasta fagioli, which my grandmother called pasta fazool, and it's one of my all-time favorite dishes to make. I just usually use gluten-free, like a brown rice pasta, that Jovial brand I really like. My grandmother used to take all the like little bits of pasta that she had left over, because she would very often not cook like a whole pound of pasta. So she would have a little bit of spaghetti left and some shells and some penne and all different pastas, and she'd throw them all in and cook them. And her pasta fagioli was a thicker, some people make it like a soup, which is delicious too. She used broth, chicken broth, but she made it really thick. So the pasta would cook, and she put it in with the beans and let it cook down until it was like this thick, like pasty bean sauce. And some of the beans were mashed up and some of them weren't. She used cannellini beans. But when I saw that this was the original for pasta fagioli, I thought, well, let me try them. I'd want to check them out. I just love trying new things, new varieties of beans and new things. So I'll let you know how that goes. So Azure always sends you, and they pack in these really, really nice heavy duty boxes, which will be great because I'll take this whole box right out to my cold room to store all the produce out there. Except for the stuff that I want to start to ripen up. Like the pears, I'll leave inside, and the avocados, I'll leave inside so that they can ripen up, and then I'll put those in the fridge. And if I want the pears to stay not to ripen too fast, I can put them out there for now till I figure out when I'm gonna have time and what I'm gonna do with them. I'm thinking next weekend, so I think I have time because most of them are pretty hard. So they always send you a sales flyer for the next month and all the amazing things that are on sale. Sometimes they share recipes and all sorts of ideas. They sell all sorts of stuff, canning supplies and supplements and a lot of things, spices, a lot of things that you can't really find. I've gotten like bags of like chamomile flowers and hibiscus flowers and that kind of stuff. You can make your own tea with that stuff. Could do the same with elderberry. I'll probably do that with some of them. And I've already started putting some things in my cart for next month, thinking what I'm going to need, because I usually get it the first week of the month or within the first like 10 days. So I'll have time if there's other things that I need for Christmas baking that I might want to grab. So I've gotten some really great flowers that I haven't been able to find other places. So it's awesome. So I will link for you my link to Azure Standard if you want to give it a try. There's no charge to join, but you do have to pay a fee for the delivery because they have a truck that brings it. But it's still, even with that factored in, it's very reasonable because I buy all organic stuff from them. Everything has been really good that we've gotten so far. I've only been doing it for a few months, but it's been awesome. And I've been really, really pleased. The delivery is great. They keep you updated if for a reason the time is going to change, which I'm sure could happen as we head into the winter with the snowstorms coming and whatever. But they're great about letting you know when the drop, and every time I've gotten there, they've been there. People just help unload the truck, get it sorted so everybody gets their stuff, and they make you a pile and you're ready to go. And it's been really great. So I'll be sharing lots of recipes with you as we go along of lots of things that I'm going to be making with all of these, but I just wanted to share with you where I get some of my, I try to stay on a budget. I'm single and I still like to have lots of healthy food to eat. And I know that buying in bulk seems kind of crazy, but if you can do it and then you can, prep the food and process it and either freeze it or can it or however you're going to dehydrate, whatever you're going to do with it, freeze dry, then I find that it's much more affordable buying this way than going to the store. I mean, the price that I paid for this bag of beets, I probably, if I went to like Whole Foods or even the local grocery market, it would probably cost me almost the same thing for a very small thing of beets. And they're not always great quality either. Like I said, those potatoes I got were really yucky. So if you have any questions, pop them down below. If you've been using Azure, I'd love to know what your favorite things are to get from them. I'll pop the link in there and you can check it out and see what they have coming up on sale. There's probably still time to get a December order in because I'm going to get this video up in the next couple days. I hope you guys are having a great November so far, and I will talk to y'all soon. God bless.